Welcome to Diary of a Publisher. Here we don't just talk, we explore, question, and push beyond the ordinary. In this snippet, we dive into a moment that truly matters, and if you're ready to see things from a fresh perspective, you're at the right place. Let's get started. I would also want you to mention a little bit of Indian maritime power, a little bit of the history that we do not talk enough about.
Yes, unfortunately, as somebody said one day, and I found that a very telling comment. For most of us, India's maritime history began with Vasco da Gama landing at Calicut in 1498. We know very little of what happened before. What was India's rich maritime heritage? India's maritime heritage goes back 5,000 years. And now there is some attempt being made to revive that. During the excavations in the Harappan and Mohenjo-daro civilizations, they've discovered Lothal. Lothal is probably the world's oldest dry dock. It's well inland now, so it obviously indicates how far the sea used to come in earlier, that it could reach Lothal. That was all underwater. We had extensive trade in the pre-AD era, in the BCE era, with all the ancient civilizations, the Mesopotamian civilization, which is modern-day Iraq, the Greek civilization on our west, and with the Arab countries, and on the east with the ancient civilizations on the other side.
Right.
Proof of this has been found in Harappan seals being found in those countries, and their seals and coins being found when Harappa was excavated. So there is proof that there was trade 5,000 years ago between countries. So globalization that we talk about now has been there for 5,000 years. It's not a new phenomenon. It's just taken a different shape
and India was the center of it.
Yeah. So that was the ancient part of it. We were global leaders in shipbuilding. Right up till the 19th century, we were the global leaders in shipbuilding. HMS Trincomalee, which is a Royal Navy ship, built in 1836 or 1837, is still today the oldest floating warship in the world. It was built in Bombay by the Wadia master shipbuilders. Bombay was the center of global shipbuilding, British shipbuilding for warships. Unfortunately, we lost this capability when the Industrial Revolution happened, because the colonial powers did not allow the Industrial Revolution to percolate down to its colonies. We were the source for raw materials, and we were the market for the finished products.
Yeah.
And as a result, when the Industrial Revolution happened and things changed, ships went from wooden ships, we started getting steel ships, and from sail ships, we started getting steam ships. That whole era passed India by because we were never allowed to do it. And we lost our sort of shipbuilding skills, which we are even today trying to regain. We could not keep pace with the Industrial Revolution thereafter, because they were already many, many years ahead of us.
The knowledge wasn't passed over.
Knowledge was not passed on, and subsequently also, even after we became independent, we were all poor countries. The colonies were poor countries. We didn't have that kind of money to be able to keep pace and make that technological leap to where the West was in, let's say, in the 1950s. So we've always, unfortunately, have had to play catch up. We have got a very vibrant shipbuilding industry now in India. All our warships, all are built in India. Submarines are built in India. We are one of the very few countries in the world which has built an indigenous aircraft carrier and an indigenous ballistic missile nuclear submarine. The only other countries to have done that are the 5 big powers, the 5 permanent members of the Security Council. So we have achieved remarkable this thing, but we have to scale up, we have to compete, we have to do so many things in the global market, which takes time. So we are on the right track, but it will take a while before we can call ourselves a maritime.
You have just heard a glimpse of the conversation. The full story? It's waiting for you in the complete episode of DOAP. If you're eager to explore the forces shaping our world, make sure to subscribe. We're just scratching the surface, and the next conversation might just change how you see the world.